It's lagging. Welcome to Front Porch Friday. Good morning, everyone. Apologize for that lag right there. It is one of those weird little snafus in my internet. Occasionally it drops out like that, and all of a sudden, nothing happens. And that's exactly what just happened there. But anyway, it is Friday. It is Front Porch Friday. And yes, good morning, Rooster. That is right. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. Seen some of them in early. Jack was in there, and Terry, Bro's in. Hopefully, everybody else gets in and starts joining us this morning. I uh, haven't seen it jump quite yet. We'll see. Like I said, mine. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see. All right, guys. Good morning, Ed Kirkpatrick. Glad to see you in this morning, brother. Um, we're going to kind of kick this off this morning. And good morning, Scotty. How you doing this morning? Um, man, I knew I needed a drink. Let me get it. Excuse me. Good morning, Barb Taylor. Hope you have a great weekend as well. We're heading out, getting ready to head into a predicted week of sunshine. And, you know, given that is, let's see, my rooster is crowing along with yours. That is awesome, Jack. That is awesome. Well, speaking of Jack and speaking of weather, as I was saying, we're about to have a weekend of sunshine here. At least that's the prediction. Let's go on over to the Redneck Weather Report and see what is happening. All right, let's see. Okay, let's share. Oh, back over here. Scroll it up so y'all can all see Jack's smiling face. And
Good morning, Rednecks. It is 59 degrees this morning, May the 30th, 2025. Got a 3-mile-an-hour north wind, making it feel like it's 56 degrees. We're going to get to 78 today. God bless y'all. We'll see you again tomorrow.
all right, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jack. And there we go. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? We got, oh, yes. Crowing in the distance. There we go. Roosters crowing. Everybody's getting awake. All the roosters are waking up, and we'll see what happens. Good morning, Robbie. Good to see you this morning. Uh, and anyway, yep. Well, let's look back on this last week. It was Front Porch Friday. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Let's see. Copy and paste and enter. There is the link if anybody wants to join in. Had 3 chicks hatch yesterday. All right, good deal, Terry. All right, that's an exciting day. That's an exciting day right there. But anyway, if anybody wants to join in up on the panel, the link is right there. I'm going to pin that. Um, and y'all can, let me see, where am I at here? Pin that right there. There we go. Either way. But anyway, so yeah, let's look back on this week. Of course, Monday we took a special day and oh, excuse me, honored Memorial Day. We talked about that, went through some things on what it meant to us, and shared memories and things of our families and veterans and those who paid that price. Played a pretty cool video, but that was Monday. But then we got back to business on Tuesday, and step 3. Wow, Jack, 20 quail hatched yesterday. Wow, that's a lot of quail. Um, Anyway, not really, actually 20. I mean, I don't know, you might have a meal there. Let's see. All right, let's get Terry. Good morning, Terry.
Morning.
How are we today?
I'm pretty good. My ears were burning Tuesday.
Yeah. I started to swap that around and save that for when you'd be with us, but I thought, no, I'll let him come. I'll let him come into that one later.
Yeah, I was laughing really hard while I was sitting there working and listening to it.
There we go. Oh, Scotty's got a good one here. Said, "Just Crowing in the Wind" is a spinoff from Bob Dylan. Hello. Oh, that is too funny. Good morning, Jeff. Muddy Acres. Glad to see you, buddy. Anyway, so yeah, that was kind of the kickoff was firewood and you know a little bit of chainsaw stuff, and I know several like yourself that and including my neighbor that's their heat source, so they spend a lot of time doing that, and you know I thought it was something that. When I read it, I was going through my list and I looked at that, I thought of you instantly. I said, "Oh, Terry's going to love this." I said,
Yeah,
uh,
we had two cords prepped last year, and we only went through about half of it. So I've still got about one cord left. I need to rearrange some stuff and get busy on this year's.
Oh yeah, it's you know, that's one of those things that you know you start when you don't need it, you know, but getting ahead of it. But you know, if it's left over from last year, that first cord will be a good season cord. That'll be you know,
Yeah, and if we only burn a cord, then you know I've
yeah,
got 2 years on what I'm going to be working on now, which is sort of what I'm hoping for.
right. Well, you know, y'all got a pretty small space, so it doesn't take as much to heat it. You know,
Yeah,
if I was to try to heat my house with wood only, I'd be burning through a lot more than that. But you know, just a much bigger house. But yeah, so that was it was Tuesday, and that was fun. And of course, Wednesday we get into butchering and processing. And I know a lot of people had stuff to say about that, and different experiences. And then you know, of course, then DIY yesterday. Just kind of getting good morning, Joy Bartlett. Good to see you in this morning. You know, just kind of getting that mindset and different ways and tools and things of the handyman skills that a person needs to know if they own a home, honestly, whether they have a homestead or not. And so anyway, so it was a good week show wise. It was only three as far as subject matter, Monday being Memorial Day, but anyway, but yeah, Terry, that was when I got into the safety part of it. I was like, well, I wish Terry was on. He could give us a
I will. To wear your chaps, really, seriously. I mean, seriously. I've got myself twice actually. A year ago, I got the same knee, but I hit the side of the chain and went through 2 layers of double denim knee jeans.
wow.
Didn't scratch me at all, and I went and put on my chaps, and then you know, and then this time I didn't even think about it, but I got the business end of the chain. So
Right. Well, let's welcome in Robbie. Good morning, Robbie, the Wild Huckleberry. Uh,
Good morning.
I may, I may have to take the overlay off if we're going to keep this up. But
and then
anyway,
you did medicine too, didn't you, this week?
no,
Or was that last week?
that was last week. We got into medicine. This week was just because of Memorial Day was just a three show topic week as far as that. Which I mean, I like talking about it all, but that didn't hurt my feelings none either. You know, but because it was honestly, it was one of those. That's one of those steps that just doesn't have you've got options. I had about six options to go with there, but it was just I've covered the three of the six I'd covered in previous weeks, so it was like, let's find some stuff I haven't talked about. So,
Yep.
but she's not in. I haven't seen her in, but Robbie, I seen that uh, Tracy and them over there with Grow Something and all that. They did a shed organization video they've got up. I see. Uh,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I thought,
I need
man,
to clean my shed out so bad.
yeah. Oh, I refuse to put mine on camera. It's in such bad shape, but I refuse to embarrass myself that way. But
I've been goofy and put my garage on there a couple of times, and it's bad.
yeah, well,
It's bad.
I always thought it was like one, the building's in rough shape, and two, I shoved things in there because we were moving. You know, we're just moving things in. I had to get it moved, and I just shoved stuff in, and so it's little by little. And I moved a little bit of space and organized a little bit so that I could work on the car that I was working on. And but I was like, man, I got to get this whole thing, and we really need to add on another bay so we can have a work bay because I even the minivan, it's like you just get it in the doors. It's real small, and so wasn't built for any kind of sizable vehicle, much less to have tools and be working in there. So
Well, Sonia did a little cleaning on our garage the other day while I was fishing.
right,
So my four wheeler fits in there a little better. My four wheeler's on the other side right now because the chicks are in the
right.
side that my four wheeler goes in.
All right. Let's see. Where do we go here? All right. Hey, look who's look who. Let's see. I'm gonna have to take. Hang on, just one second, Jack. I'm gonna have to. How to do this because
There
it's
you
not.
go, Scotty.
There we go. I'm gonna have to take the chat
There's
over.
Jack.
There's
Good
Jack.
morning. Good morning, everyone.
Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Well, I guess Keith. I don't know what she's on. I'm not seeing Suzanne, but welcome in, Suzanne Gonzalez. And see what Scotty had to say there. Men don't know how to be organized, and that's a well-known fact.
No, I think we do know how to be, and we get organized, and then it don't take us long to get unorganized again. We
We
just
don't
don't stay organized.
right,
We
and
don't know how to stay organized. I'll say that one.
I was about to ask if Karen was the one typing the text. Uh, oh, Keith wants to know what you're drinking.
Mushroom coffee with chicory and collagen.
Ooh. How's that taste?
It actually don't taste bad at all.
Okay.
Got to go back to that doctor Monday that told me to quit drinking coffee. So
Well, there we
we'll see how that goes.
go.
I
Right.
need to clean my shed out, my garage out, my shop out,
Yep.
my
I would,
YouTube room out.
yeah. I've said I've got to. It's going to have to be a weekend, and it's going to have to be a weekend with no rain, because everything's going to have to come out in front of the garage and sit there while I put shelves in and actually put it together. But during this monsoon season, I have learned that I have about 3 leaks on the roof. So on that part of so I was like, well, it needs a new roof now. So that kind of, and I thought, well, me and my son-in-law, trying to figure out how we're gonna do it as far as paying for it, of course. But adding on, we figured out I could add on 30 by 32 off the back of it, which would give us 2 work bays for vehicles. Uh, I don't know what that is. I can't.
Oh, the
Oh,
weather.
Sun.
I
Oh,
do
rain.
not have a sunny week ahead of me.
yeah. Well,
Oh, mercy.
we're good through I think Monday, but as far as sun goes, oh, Keith said, Scotty said, hashtag get men get your act together, which I'm starting to be convinced that Karen's typing over there, but
Really?
or she's watching anyway. As Keith said, thinks there should be an ordinance against long hashtags. But anyway, yeah, it's like I said, I'd love to get out there and get it done. It's definitely needed. I've got my welding bench, my metal workbench is covered with nuts and bolts and different things I've just thrown on the bench. I couldn't weld anything on that bench if I wanted to. Uh,
Ditto. Mine too.
so it's yeah. When I did that episode, believe me, I was talking to myself. But so I've got 2-car garage, and one is full of generators, 4-wheeler, lawnmower, and all kinds of other stuff. And then the other one's full of tool benches and storage totes from my garage. And yeah, useless basically. It's just a good storage, you know. But so yeah, that's in the plans. I just don't know when it's going to get prioritized because the house kind of has to be first. But anyway, and
Yep.
which Jack, I'm making progress. The new countertops are in, so
Ah,
so that's this weekend's project is to get them installed, and so we're making progress.
I hope to get something done this weekend. It's the first one in several weekends that I felt like doing nothing.
Well, there you go. uh, Keith asked, "What's everyone's favorite wake me up beverage?"
Black coffee.
Black coffee. There we go. I got to where I was having. I accidentally bought. My wife accidentally bought Cynthia. She does those K cups, and I was supposed to pick her some up, and I accidentally grabbed cappuccino mix instead of coffee, and she didn't like it, so I emptied that box. But now I'm out. So let's see. Scotty said it's just me. She's still sleeping up till 3 a.m. packing every night. Good.
Oof.
mm,
Man, yeah, he is moving, getting ready to move.
When is moving day?
Yeah, when is moving day, Scotty? Black coffee. Current is vanilla hazelnut. There we go. But
Terry,
you know,
I
See,
don't like any
crazy
coffee.
me, crazy me. If you can't really see it, but you see what's in there, that's water.
I was like,
yeah,
it looks like
That's
water.
that's
yeah,
all I drink.
Well,
yeah.
I've already gone through like 32 ounces of water. It's just get that
Clear.
done first, and then I can have a cup of coffee.
It's flavored, but it's water. But yeah, that was something they got on me. Joyce's coffee. Yep. Uh, that my doctor they got on me pretty hard about on this weight loss program that I needed to be drinking water, drinking water, drinking water. So and I said, "Dadgummit, I drive a truck. I can't stop and pee that much, man. I mean,
You you just you just poured that Coke out to put that water in there, right?
no, it's just no, it's Ozarka. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I thought it was a Coca-Cola.
no,
it did look like a Coke bottle.
yeah, no. I've actually tried to get down to like just one soda a day, and so it's
I had one yesterday, first one in a month, maybe.
Oh
yeah.
my!
I went through a phase of trying. Back, gosh, I guess last year I was off of it completely, and I had one of them days where I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, and I was just dragging the night. It's like I gave in. You know, I said if they didn't have them them little soda machines at work, if they didn't have them in the break room, I'd be golden. I could ignore it.
Y'all may think I'm crazy. I drank that one yesterday just so I'd have a bottle for my quail waterer.
Well,
Well, some things take sacrifice, Jack.
that's
That's
it.
That's
right.
right.
That's
That
right.
was that was tough on you. Let's see. Scotty said we need to be moved out by July 31st, according to the people who bought the house where we are now. Okay.
So 2 months.
Well, that's a bummer, man. I hate for you, Scotty, that y'all are suddenly having to move. And,
Moving is no fun. My daughter's doing some of that. We had to move some stuff last night.
yeah.
Our son's about to be moving in Alaska, moving out of his in-laws and into his brand new house.
Hey, well, that's a happy move, right? No,
New to him, not brand new.
that's a
Uh,
happy move, right? Happy move.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
expensive.
oh, everything is. I tell you that.
That you'd be
yeah.
blown away at the prices in Alaska in nice neighborhoods.
Oh man, yeah. It's funny. You get into certain places, whether it's a big city or whether it's, just a geographical area. And, Keith asked if you got your energy back.
No, Keith, I really don't. That nobody ever sees that side of my cup.
Eh, it's too small.
Redneck weather.
Oh, it's got the redneck. Cool. Anyway, well, let me see. I'm trying to think. What do we got here? Because I went over everything we kind of talked
I'm,
about this last week.
Keith, I'm headed to the VA as soon as I'm done here.
Another trip to the VA.
Home away from home. We get to go today and Monday.
Ooh, wow. Now, I'm fortunate. Mine's not that frequent. It goes through little spurts. Like I just went through a spurt of a bunch, and then my next one's August. Well, I have virtual meetings once a month, but yeah, but
I
then
remember Joy.
uh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she did just do that
Yeah.
that downsize move and all that, and yeah.
Last Friday, we were at the VA for 8 hours. Dino
Oh,
was in the pickup the
Gosh.
whole time,
oh my goodness.
doing diamond dots.
Man, goodness gracious! Wow, yeah. I don't. I try to book it all to where I'm there just one day, but as far as but then sometimes something pops up. They wanted, because I have an aneurysm on my heart, so they never. It doesn't seem like they can schedule getting that scan and getting my doctor's appointments on the same day. I end up having to come back another day, and you know, it's like I
At
don't.
this point, Keith, I hate moving too. I just have to set everything on fire and buy it new when I got where I was going.
That's almost what we did when we moved here. We kept a few keepsakes and we sold like 90% of our stuff when you go from like 1,800 square feet to 400 square feet.
Wow.
And we didn't have half of it yet. We were just using my parents' travel trailer for a little bit while we were waiting for this 12 by 24 building to get here.
Wow.
We got.
Yeah.
I'd be ashamed to take a camera into my guest house, my garage, my shop, my shed. It's unbelievable what we've accumulated in 11 years of being here.
It.
Mm.
I found out Cindy and I were. Let's see. We moved in 2010, and we moved here end of 23. So 13 years basically. Uh, Same thing, and I still haven't honestly finished moving. Because one, that's the luxury of when your daughter's living in your other house, your storage building in the back can still be your storage building. But
Yeah.
and we moved everything. We moved into a travel trailer and moved everything into a 20-foot shipping container and a 10 by 16 storage building, and plus the garage, and that's where 95% of it still is. Because you know,
Keith said less is more, Jack. He's right, but I still have a poor boy mentality. I grew up with nothing, and now I don't get rid of nothing.
yeah.
I need to.
I will say that. Listen, I'm gonna bust him out. He can't say nothing. You ought to be in his house, okay, in his garage. He can't say nothing.
Busted.
Right now he can because he's over there in the Philippines in that little small house with very, he ain't got nothing over there hardly. But home, oh yeah, come on. Now don't be wrong. It's not most. I would say 75% of it ain't his. uh, but yep. Uh, but anyway, let's see. Jack said, yeah, which I know Terry read it. Just said, been there 28 years. Wow, it'll be a little weird. Yeah, I would guess so, man. Wow,
Man.
Really?
I couldn't even imagine.
And now you got to move.
Man, uh, yeah, uh, yeah. Keith's the landlord. He said he hates moving tenants. They leave, but what they leave behind.
I got in on some of
Well,
that with one of my previous bosses. Oh my gosh.
Good morning, Teresa Chukowitz. Good to see you
People
here.
are nasty. Good morning again, Teresa.
yes, people can be very nice. My dad's had rental property for a long time, and some of the stuff they leave behind is amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
And
And
My
it's
daughter
sometimes
was one
people
of
look
them
like
once.
they.
what's
She,
that?
my daughter was one of those nasty people once. She pulled out, and we went to the place and we cleaned it up and painted. It was a mess. We just wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
That was in her stupid years.
Well,
Thankfully, she's outgrown those. But
we, we all have those.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. I think as far as moving and leaving stuff behind, no, I don't think I ever really did that. It was me. It was more just I might decide to move and they just kind of, they found out I moved when they got the keys, kind of, but
Uh, we had people move out that, I mean, literally, you look and you go, did they take anything with them?
yeah,
I mean, these are people, living in rent trailers and things like that. How can they afford to leave all that stuff? And they just leave everything.
yeah, no attachment to it. I know house that long story, it was my mom's. I bought it from her. She got it back from me. Anyway, we had people, uh, living there and they didn't take care of the yard. I mean, they never mowed. We had to mow it. So, I mean, it was a constant fight. And kind of find out they'd moved from California. They were used to living in a place where they didn't have a yard to mow. And so they didn't know how to, that wasn't part of their life. And we just knew that that house was going to be a disaster. Nope. It was better than when they moved in it. Inside was immaculate. I mean, it was ready to turn over just as soon as they moved out. And it was such a surprise because we just knew it was
That's
going to
rare.
be very rare.
Yeah,
And
it is.
that was a good tenant, other than they didn't mow the yard. But which having mowed that yard, I understand the work, but it was only maybe a half acre, but man, it was all grass. So anyway, and yeah, it's but yeah, we there's a whole conversation going on over there about where Keith is. I'm not even going to try to keep up with it all, but yeah, it's. Um, I don't know. Tenants are a thing, and I mean it's part of it if you own rental properties, but um, and they can look great on paper and not
Oh,
work,
yeah.
But Keith's got a lot more experience with that, having several rent homes. So I mean, He's dealt with a lot. But
What?
which part?
I don't think I've ever heard of that, Scotty.
Walls were made of horsehair. I'm just
Wow.
now that's interesting, huh? That's very interesting. Oh yeah. Uh, oh man, that's old. Yeah, I mean, I've well, I've hold it, like mohair interiors and cars and that
What?
type of thing. But
Where did Scotty say that? I don't see
I
it.
was underneath where the house was built in the 1800s. Here, I'll pull it up. Yeah,
You're in a matchbox. The walls were made of horsehair. Hmm.
yeah. So,
Wow.
I've never heard of that, much less seen it. But
That's me too, Ryan.
My oldest house was built between '02 and '07, and it actually had real oak 2x4s, full dimension 2x4s, and latten plaster and gas pipes for lighting fixtures, or the pipes were still there, and it needed a lot of work too.
yeah, that's the. I know the house that. Well, in fact, it's Keith's house now. His wife's house. That was my mom. The house my mom was living in when we went back and forth on it. And the back part of the house, the original part of the house, was built sometime in the probably 30s, 40s, at the or newest, and yeah, nothing was. Yeah, that was a nightmare to work on that end of the house. But we went through it. I rebuilt the stem walls and lowers on that foundation, cat boards, rebuilt all that stuff for her, and Keith just ran new plumbing in it. Him and our other brother worked on the electrical system. A lot of things have been done in that house to try to. And I told my mom when we got started, because when I went over there, it was just because the ceiling was sagging because one section of floor was rotted, and that was where we started. And well, it turned into this complete renovation. I told her, I said, if I'd have known this is what was going to happen, I'd have got an excavator and we'd have just took this after the house off and you'd have had a cottage. Because it turned into quite a nightmare. But yeah, it's part of owning them old houses and stuff. And this house here was best guess. I've heard different reports, but just based on what I found inside the walls and stuff, sometime in the 70s and maybe early 80s. But it was hand built, and so nothing is at his level, and his plumb did not work very well. So
He wasn't plumb level.
no, not at all. Now, in fact, I'm convinced that he was a midget with a wandering eye.
Mercy.
Uh, it's I mean, it's like because everything is kind of down like low, so I'm trying to take care of that. Uh, Most of the ceilings are 8 foot, maybe a little, or 7 to 8 feet. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna pull that up so we can read that. Let's see. House walls made with horsehair, real thing. It's called horsehair plaster. Traditional building material used widely homes for the mid 20th century, especially in the U.S. and the U.K. Well, how about that? Made as
I hope
plaster.
they
Wow.
think about it.
Huh?
I think horsehair would stink on the wall.
I don't know. Made as plaster reinforcement. Well, hey, there we go. I mean,
It
learn
makes me
something.
think of fiberglass. Just the little fibers melt
Yeah.
Yeah.
with that
Yeah.
plaster.
Yeah, long hair,
Yeah.
short hair, all that. Yeah, I hate fiberglass, but anyway.
You got to comb your walls, Scotty.
Oh, that's funny. Did you get the pattern? Is it like a paint or? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're terrible. But anyway, well, guys, I tell you what, this is one of those days. As much as I'd love to hang out for a longer, extended show like we've been doing, unfortunately, the work schedule says I've got to get up out of here and go earn some money today. But
Me too.
but anyway, next week is step 4, which is replace one system at a time. So we're gonna
That's
Jack.
gone.
Jack on Wilbur. Keith, so, but anyway, yeah.
My chicks are doing great. The American breasts are out there in the garage right now. They're growing. They're doing good. And then the others are all in their little pen down there, and they are loving that pen.
I've seen that video of them hopping out and getting those worms, and
Hmm. They got some little flyers in there, boy. Some of them come out of there probably 6 foot off the ground,
Wow.
and they're not very big.
Right. Doing some jumping. There we go.
Oh
Have to,
yeah.
have to be careful with that. But
I keep the everything shut. It's got a top on it, the doors shut, everything, because I don't want them coming out.
right. There you
They've
go.
already escaped a couple of times. I had some. I think Luna had stuck her nose under the fence and made some holes, and so the chicks got under the holes. So I fixed those.
Right. But anyway, wow. Well, there's never a shortage of work when you've got
Oh no, if you have animals,
when you got
especially.
property or animals or anything like that. There's
Hmm.
work. So that's what I said. I've got a lifetime of it out here. It's just
Oh yeah.
trying to be patient, and I want to get to certain things, and I can't get there yet. And it's just like but getting those cabinets in, I started their countertops. They're not done. I got the first piece laid up. It was the biggest piece, and I had help. So I said, "Here, help me set this one up." Uh, but
What are your countertops?
well, they're going to be. These are what's the word I'm looking for? Formica, but
Okay,
it's a light pattern, but it's got the same look as the granite that we liked, and
gotcha.
for a third of the price. So
That's good.
yeah, to get the cabinets we want, to get the countertops we picked out, it was going to be about $3,400. Now that was installed because all that, but still it was $3,400. And there's a company down here in Fort Smith that you can go in and give them your measurements and everything, pick out what you want. They'll have them made, and then you come and pick them up and install them. And that was $1,100 with taxes and everything. So
Well,
much
that's
more.
good.
Yeah, and because I had 50 something square feet of countertop, so
Okay.
but the only thing wrong, no, I say wrong. The only thing that good. Hey, Teresa, you have a great day as well. Great weekend. The
Yeah.
only thing that I don't like about this is the fact that I have to cut the sink out. Uh,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's certainly doable. It's not. I mean, people have done it for years. I just, one of those things where eh, I'd rather not be the one that has to do it. But so that'll be cut a little smaller than what I need. Measure about 5 times. Cut it a
Yes.
little
Make
smaller,
sure.
and that way, if I get it, I got room to trim. So.
That's what
But
I was gonna say.
well, and I'm doing a special thing because Formica and undermount sinks are not traditionally together. But I bought the sink planning on granite. So it's an undermount sink and it's a big, deep farm sink, and I want to keep it. And
That's what ours is.
I got a double basin. That thing's it's 10.5 inches deep, I think, something like that. I mean, you can set a full pot down in that thing with no problem.
Yeah.
And but anyway, the so I'm going to cut it around the shape, and then they sit. I've got 12 feet of the that extra laminate roll that goes on the edge that matches. So I'll line the inside, and then I'm going to go underneath, and I'm going to run underneath so that there's some formica underneath, and then I'll caulk that so that it keeps it, and have it just over the edge of the sink where everything on the counter just rolls into the sink instead of pulling up under it. So hopefully that
There you
works.
go.
Anyway, that's the plan. I don't know. Yes, extra measurements. Uh, but
Yes.
measure twice, cuss. Measure once, cuss twice. Measure twice, cut once. I don't know.
Measure twice, cut once.
I was just typing that in.
Uh,
That's one.
but anyway, well, guys, I got to get out of here. I do.
Same.
And I appreciate y'all joining in. It made it for a fun conversation and hanging out. It's my favorite part about Fridays. Besides, I don't really have to have a topic. Is getting to hang out with everybody and just kind of having the front porch time. But anyway, everybody, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us on Front Porch Friday. And if you enjoyed today's episode, hit the old like button, share it with your friends on Facebook. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channels on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. It's the best way to stay connected, help grow the conversation about food, farming, and community. Till next time, keep your roots deep, your vision growing. Good food starts with great people, just like y'all. And remember, we are hashtag stronger together and all them other hashtags you've been seeing popping over there in the chat. Be a blessing to someone. We will see you all on the other side. Everybody have a great weekend. And again, Monday, we're back with step 4, which is replacing one system at a time. You don't overhaul your life overnight. You just unplug one piece at a time. Every system you replace is a chain you break. So that's what we got for Monday. Terry said, be safe, wear your chaps. Absolutely. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you all on the other side. Let Hank take us on out of here.
No humans were harmed in the production of this podcast.